never test someone you love. But what no one tells you is that the test might destroy you first. My name is Helen. I am from Chicago in America. My best friend is a Nigerian. Her name is Susan. But now, after what I've gone through, I think the concept of best friend is a fraud. There is no best friend anywhere. This is my story. I gave my best friend permission to ruin everything that I hold dear. I watched her steal my boyfriend, my future, my peace, and I let her. This is how it all happened. Tony was everything I prayed for. He spoke gently, smiled easily, loved and treated me like a princess. He never rushed me. He respected my values, even when temptation knocked loud. I believed that God sent him specially for me. I really did. And Susan was more than a friend. She was my sister in every way but blood. We shared secrets, shoes, and dreams. We even imagined raising our kids side by side, but I never imagined she would raise mine. After stealing the man I loved, it started one afternoon. We were talking about relationships. Susan leaned in and asked, half joking, "Babe, do you really trust Tony like that?" "Let's test him." I laughed, brushed it off. But that question lodged in my chest like a splinter. That night, I replayed her words over and over. What if she was right? What if I was just another girl with blind faith? By morning, I gave her the green light, the biggest mistake of my life. She started texting him playfully. Compliments, emojis, inside jokes. Tony's replies were safe, polite, boring even. I smiled. My man passed the test. But then, Susan leveled up. She started showing up in outfits that screamed, "Notice me." Her hugs lingered. Her laughter got flirtier. Still, I told myself, she's just being extra. I asked her to. I didn't realize I was opening a door that would soon slam in my face. Tony changed. He stopped being present. His messages were colder. Our video calls became shorter. His eyes stopped lighting up when he saw me. I asked if something was wrong. He said I was the one acting off. And Susan? She played both sides perfectly, comforting me one minute, flirting with him the next. And I let it happen, because I thought I was in control. I didn't know I had already lost him. Susan pretended to help me investigate if there was another girl. She consoled me, told me there was no cause for alarm. "Tony really loves you," she keeps telling me. "He will come around. I believe it's just office stress." And I bought it. Hook, line, and sinker. One evening, I saw Susan's name light up on his phone. The message read, "Are you alone tonight?" My breath caught. Tony grabbed the phone before I could blink. He said it was about fellowship. I nodded, pretended I believed him. But in my heart, it sank deep into a silence that would take weeks to recover from. 2 months passed. Tony grew distant. Susan got busier. I got lonelier. Then one Sunday afternoon, I got a text. "Helen, check Susan's Instagram story now." My fingers shook as I opened the app. There it was, a photo of Tony standing beside Susan in traditional attire, her hand on a swollen belly, his hand on top of hers. They had done their introduction without telling me, without warning. I dropped my phone, and with it, every part of my heart shattered. I went to Susan's house. No announcement, no plan, just pain. She opened the door, smiling. I stared at her belly and at the woman I once called sister. How could you do this to me? She looked at me, unapologetic. You told me to test him. I just kept testing until he passed. She laughed, like I was the joke. And Tony? He stood behind her, silent, cowardly. He never said a word, not even goodbye. Days blurred. Nights felt like suffocation. I couldn't eat. I couldn't pray. I cried until I forgot why I started. The shame, the betrayal, the regret. But through the pain came the lesson. Never test love with temptation. And never give a snake the key to your garden. Real love doesn't need games. And real friends protect what matters to you. I lost my heart, but I found my wisdom. Now, I know. If you have to test someone's loyalty, you already don't trust them. And if your best friend is eager to help, look again. She might be hoping you fail. If you have ever been betrayed by someone you trusted, you are not alone. Let your scars teach. Let your tears cleanse. And let your healing speak louder than their betrayal. Thank you for listening to my story. Please subscribe for more stories like this.